Mourinho's Real Madrid delivers a knockout blow to Barcelona and snatches this deal. In an earthquake-like development that shook the capitals of Spanish football, the Spanish newspapers Marca and AS, both close to Real Madrid, have revealed that Portuguese coach José Mourinho has delivered a devastating blow to Barcelona after succeeding in snatching the signing of the Italian giant defender Alessandro Bastoni, a player for Inter Milan, from right under the Catalan club's nose. The two newspapers confirmed, citing high-level sources, that Mourinho spoke directly with the Italian defender over the phone in recent days and convinced him to join his new project at Real Madrid after Barcelona considered itself the closest to signing the young player, who is regarded as one of the best defenders in Europe today. AS revealed that the phone call between Mourinho and Bastoni lasted about 25 minutes, during which the Portuguese coach explained his technical vision for the new project at Real Madrid and assured the Italian that he would be the leader of the defensive line and the cornerstone upon which he would build a defensive wall capable of repelling the attacks of Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, and the major clubs of Europe. Marca added that Bastoni expressed great admiration for Mourinho's plan, especially since the Portuguese coach promised to build a team capable of returning to the podium domestically and continentally, and that the young Italian defender sees in the special one the coach capable of developing his defensive abilities and transforming him into one of the best defenders in the world, as happened with many players whom Mourinho coached during his previous stints. According to the tactical analysis published by Marca, Mourinho believes that signing Bastoni will be the cornerstone of rebuilding Real Madrid's backline. The Italian defender combines tremendous physical strength, a towering height exceeding 187 centimeters, tactical intelligence in reading attacks, and the ability to build play from the back. He also possesses extensive experience in Serie A and the Champions League, despite his young age, which does not exceed 25, making him a long-term investment for the future. AS adds that Mourinho wants to sign Bastoni as soon as possible, especially since the Italian national team will not be participating in the upcoming World Cup, which means the player will be fully available throughout the season without any exhausting international commitments, an additional factor that increases the value of the deal in the Portuguese coach's view. On the other hand, sources close to Barcelona indicate that Barcelona's coach had placed Bastoni at the top of its list of targets to bolster the defensive line, and that Barcelona's new coach was counting on Bastoni to be the team's defensive leader in the coming years. But Mourinho's unexpected intervention and his sealing the deal for Real Madrid have caused a state of anger and confusion within the Catalan club's administration, which sees this deal as a painful blow in the summer race for signings. Marca confirms that Barcelona might try to submit a tempting offer to Inter Milan in a final attempt to turn the tables on Mourinho, but current indicators suggest that the player has preferred Real Madrid's project under the leadership of the special one. AS reveals that Real Madrid will wait for the end of the presidential elections before beginning any official negotiations regarding any transfer deal, as Florentino Perez wants the major signings to be announced after his presidency of the club is officially confirmed, which could happen within a few days. Immediately after that, Real Madrid signings will be launched one after another, and Bastoni's deal is expected to be among the first to be announced, especially after the personal agreement between the player and the club. Estimates suggest that the value of the deal could range between 65 and 80 million euros, an amount the Royal Club considers very reasonable for securing the services of one of the best young defenders in the world. Marca concludes its report by noting that Florentino Perez has given Mourinho the green light to negotiate officially with Inter Milan immediately after the elections, and that the negotiations could be quick and decisive given the pre-existing agreement between the player and the club. Will Mourinho succeed in signing Alessandro Bastoni to be the leader of Real Madrid's new defensive line? Will we see the towering Italian defender wearing the white shirt next season? The coming days will tell, but what is certain is that the Madrid fans have begun to dream of a legendary defensive line led by Bastoni and guarded by Thibaut Courtois.